Welcome to Middle Class Matters Business News in English from Dr CMA Alagesan. Bharatmala pariyojana project scam of rupees 7 lakh 50,000 crores in road projects under the Bharatmala pariyojana BPP-I. Part number 25 continued. Audit observed that NHAI erroneously approved detailed project report with two ROBs at Roxy and Bimlog with 6-lane bowstring graders. However, no RDSO approved general arrangement drawings for 6-lane bowstring graders were available till 2021. Eventually, NHAA had to descope 12th November 2021 one ROB at our Roxy location with negative change of scope of 79.45 crore and other ROB at beam log was descoped from 6 lane to 4 lane bowstring graders with negative change of scope of 10.89 crore. Faulty detailed project report approved by NHAI not only resulted in delayed progress of work on this stretch, but it also resulted in skewed development of the project as ROB at Bimlog was restricted to 4 lanes instead of 6 lanes, while at Roxy NHAI had to settle only for level crossing, thereby adversely impacting seamless connectivity in this stretch as against its scheduled completion date of 6th May 2020. As up to March 2022, physical progress was 82.93% only. MORTH admitted in April 2022 the fact of non-approval of 6-lane bowstring graders drawings for ROBs at Roxy and Bimlog and resulted descoping of the project works. 5.3.2.6 Tumkur Shimoga Package 1 and 2. The notice inviting tender for the project was floated 43 to 48 days before project appraisal of Package 1 and 2 and 116 days to 119 days prior to approval of Package 1 and 2 by the competent authority. Concessionaire designed the project highway by lowering the thickness of BC, DBM and WMM requirement as per Indian Road Congress guidelines by adapting California bearing ratio of soil as 10%, whereas detailed project report considered it as 8%. Due to this, the concessionaires constructed the pavement design of the project stretch with reduced thickness, thereby saving in the cost of construction of road. Had this being considered by NHAL while approving the detailed project report, the project estimates put for tendering would have been more optimal. MORTH justified in April 2022 the change in pavement thickness by stating that in case of hybrid annuity mode, design is the responsibility of concessionaire. Reply of MORTH may be viewed against the fact that the detailed project report consultant did not consider the correct California bearing ratio of the project, thereby proposing higher payment consideration than considered required, and this fact was overlooked by NHAI while approving the project. It is relevant to mention that more reasonable bids could have been received had NHAI prepared lower cost estimate by adapting correct California bearing ratio. 5.3.2.7 Hapur Bypass Moradabad. On Hapur Bypass Moradabad stretch, due to faulty toll plaza location, toll plaza at Garamputeshpur accompanied with open tolling, the traffic coming from Moradabad and going to Meerut, Uttar Pradesh and Haryana, Punjab on one side and Aligarh, Western Uttar Pradesh on the other side was paying toll also for national highways length of around 35 km falling between Hapur and Garg Mudeshwar without even using it. Besides above, the box bypass with a length of around 20 km for which toll at the rate of 1.5 times of normal rates is to be charged and would replace even after its completion the existing length between Hapur and Garg Mundeshwar would increase commuters' infectious toll payments for non-usage of this patch. No project appraisal and approval records were furnished to audit. MORTH replied in April 2022 that at this toll plaza, the users have to be captured in open tolling system as per the MORTH notification. Reply of MORTH may be viewed against the fact that the location of toll plaza was such that it was located just before the start of the bypass, implying that users would be charged higher toll rates even if users did not use the bypass. 5.3.2.8 Balance work for of Bareilly-Sitapur. Four-laning of Bareilly-Sitapur stretch was initially awarded under NHDP 3 on BOT toll basis in June 2010 with scheduled completion date of 26th August 2013, which was extended up to 31st December 2016. However, due to shortage of funds with concessionaire, the project could not be completed and was thus terminated in May 2019 by NHAI. At the time of termination, the project has achieved physical progress of 76.05%. The balance work of the project was again awarded on 15th October 2019 under BPP-I on the item rate basis at a cost of 697.42 crore against the estimated civil cost of 767.89 crore. The project was not appraised by Project Appraisal and Technical Scrutiny Committee, and the notice inviting tender for the project was floated 216 days prior to approval of the project by competent authority. Audit observed that the estimated civil cost of rupees 767.89 crore was not correctly worked out, and also the contractor scope in re-awarded project was not clearly defined by the consultant and NHAI. During the execution stage, authority engineer of the re-awarded project proposed in August 2020 for changing the value of the balance of work to 1378.81 crore based on site conditions, and then again revised the proposal to 812.52 crore, which was yet to be approved, that is April 2022. MORTH admitted in April 2022 the variations in estimates by stating that it was due to inadequate estimation by the independent engineer of the terminated BOT project. Independent engineer worked as consultant for determining and estimation of the balance work. It further stated that show cause notice has already been served to the consultant and action was being taken. Reply of MORTH may be viewed in light of the fact that NHAI itself failed to verify the cost estimate submitted by independent engineer, highlighting weak mechanism of appraisal and approval of the project. 5.3.2.9 Chakri, Allahabad. NHAI failed to get updated detailed project report prepared in September 2011 while getting the project approved from CCEA on 28th June 2017, resulting in the following deficiencies. In spite of the stretch 145.06 km being a part of Golden Quadrilateral and being upgraded to 6 lanes from existing 4 lanes, it was proposed in the detailed project report to retain existing configuration of 4 lanes for 3 structures with a total length of 3.9 km because of the same being surrounded by build-up areas. This would result in skewed development or congestion and hindered seamless movement of traffic. The requisite number of structures, that is pedestrian underpass and reinforced earth walls, were missing in the detailed project report, resulting in subsequent change of scope for an amount of rupees 68.65 crore, which was pending approval October 2021 with competent authority, and a length of additional 417 meter was required to complete the approach Allahabad N of proposed vehicular underpass due to wrong estimation of road length by detailed project report consultant, for which besides additional land acquisition, a change of scope for an amount of 6.59 crore for civil works was also pending approval April 2022 with competent authority. MORTH did not furnish any reply to the audit observation. The reasons for such deficient project specifications being approved by MORTH or NHAI were as follows. Deficient review of the existing site conditions by detailed project report consultant and MORTH or NHAI before approving the project. Non-preparation of detailed guidelines note for the detailed project report consultants by NHAI as directed by MORTH while its standard operating procedure and non-verification of usage of LIDA or technique in detailed project reports preparation as envisaged in CCEA approval and MORTH standard operating procedure. Besides above observations on deficient detailed project reports as contained in para 5.3.2 above in 22 sample projects, change of scope amounting to 725.16 crore has been recommended, out of which an amount of 423.81 crore was approved by NHAI in 19 projects till October 2021. Improper review of existing site condition by detailed project report consultant or NHAI before awarding the projects necessitated additional structural provisions such as bridges, culverts, vehicular underpasses, pedestrian underpasses, etc. In these cases, in the exit conference in May 2022, MORTH assured that the policy guidelines for penal action on defaulting consultants have been issued by the ministry and deterrent action on defaulting consultants were being taken on regular basis. The ministry also assured of sharing supplementary information regarding usage of technologies in national highways construction. However, any such information from MORTH was still awaited by audit. Thus, deficiencies mentioned above indicated that detailed project reports for the projects being constructed under BPP-I were not apprised with due diligence by the competent authority before approval. Non-preparation of detailed guidance note for detailed project report by NHAI and non-verifiability of usage of light deduction and ranging LIDA or technique could have been the factors contributing to detailed project reports being deficient. Further, nothing was available on record to indicate that penal action was taken or initiated against any of the erring detailed project report consultants of these projects. Recommendation number 18. MORTH may consider establishing a detailed project report cell in the implementing agencies to create institutionalized in-house expertise for reviewing the detailed project reports and road designs against the extant standards or guidelines. Recommendation number 19. LIDA or technique as envisaged in CCEA note should be used in preparation of detailed project reports in Bharatmala Pariyojana phase number 1 projects. Recommendation number 20. Responsibility may be fixed after detailed investigation for preparing and approving faulty detailed project reports with suboptimal parameters and specifications. 5.4 Tendering and selection of contractors and concessionaires. 5.1 The single stage 2 envelope bidding process was adopted by MORTH or NHAI or NHIDCL for selection of contractors or concessionaires. Technical eligibility and qualification of the bidders was to be first assessed based on details submitted in technical bids, following by opening of financial bids of the technically qualified bidders so as to declare L1 to H1 bidder. Following financial evaluation criteria was prescribed in case of different modes of construction. Engineering, procurement and construction. Lowest project cost quoted by bidder. Hybrid annuity mode. Lowest bid price, that is lowest NPV of bid project cost plus NPV of operation and maintenance cost quoted by bidder. Bidder build, operate and transfer toll. H1 bidder in case it was quoting for premium, that is negative viability gap funding VGF, and L1 bidder in case it was quoting for viability gap funding. During review of 66 sample projects, following was observed. 5.4.11 Dwaraka Expressway package number 1. The project was awarded on 17th December 2018 for a value of Rs 1,349 crore to the bidder, who failed to fulfill the request for proposal condition of having completed construction of at least one deep or shallow tunnel consisting of single or twin tubes, including tunnel for roads, railways, metro rail, irrigation, hydroelectric projects, etc., with minimum length of 900 meter and minimum cross-sectional area of 126 square meter. The successful builder had experience of completing construction of cross-sectional area of 105 square meter only. However, NHA accepted the contention of contractor regarding ambiguity in the clause of request for proposal, that nowhere it was defined as to whether the minimum cross-sectional area of 126 square meter of a tunnel pertained to finished or clear cross-section or otherwise. Work was awarded to same contractor, citing that it had experience of having constructed minimum cross-sectional area of 126 square meter through, though it was not clear or finished. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, please share it to as many people as possible to know how the road construction is leading to leakage of our hard-earned tax payment through contractors to the executives and the politicians in this country. Thanks for watching.